Hey, repeat after me. Listening practice.
Listening practice.
Okay, sir. So today's activity is going to be slow travel. Okay, so how is this going to work? Because it's very important to speak English, but it's very important as well to listen and comprehend when somebody speaks to you in English. So we're going to listen to this conversation, okay? You are going to write on your notebook all the words that are new. That way we will learn vocabulary. And finally, we are going to resolve the quiz to see how much you could comprehend from the audio, okay? So do you have any question, Jose?
Not now.
No? Okay, we're going to read the questions together, okay? Please read question number 1.
Flash packer. A, move very fast. B, is high tech. C, has a steady income.
Okay, good job. Repeat, please. Moves very fast.
Moves very fast.
Good job. Repeat. High tech.
High tech.
Okay. Okay, and has steady income. A flash packer is someone who travels, right? Or who is moving to different places, but just stays for a short time. That is a flash packer, okay? Somebody who one day can be in Guatemala City, other day can be in Antigua, Guatemala, another day can go to San Salvador, etc., right?
The same as mochilero.
Yeah, that is a backpacker. But yeah, a flash packer is a backpacker, but he travels fast, okay? Or he moves very
Okay.
along. Yeah, he moves along locations very quickly, okay? He doesn't stay in a safe place for too long. That is correct. Okay, I will read number 2. He likes to get a lease. A lease is a property that you rent. For example, if you rent an apartment, a house, a car, that is a lease. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he likes to get a lease for A, a year, B, less than a month, C, up to 6 months. Please read number 3.
He says it is hard to A, find work. B, make friends. C, save money.
Good job. Repeat. Says.
Says.
Very good. Number 4. In Bali, he was able to A, meet similar people, B, start a company, or C, change his life. Please help me read number 5.
In Bali, he mentions learning how to A, speak the language. B, cook local food. C, do business person.
Do business. Okay, faster. Do business person.
Do business person.
Excellent. Very good job. So I will send you the questions to the chat so you can take a look at them. And we are going to listen to the audio. Okay, listen very carefully and remember to write on your notebook all the words that are new for you. Okay? All right. Let's go. Listen very carefully to this. Okay, let's go.
So Dan, we're talking about your travels and living overseas, and you have a concept you call slow travel. Can you explain what slow travel is?
Yeah, I mean, especially maybe because I'm a blogger, we're always seeking to define things in unique ways. And there's a lot of terms out there. There's expat, people that have left their native country. There's backpacker, which is someone who tries to keep their costs very low and they're continually moving from place to place. There's flash packer, which is a term that means you still have an income from somewhere and you have more tech and toys and you stay at maybe nicer hotels. But what I did was always a little bit different, which is I would go and get long-term leases or medium-term leases at apartments. So I would go and get a house or an apartment in a place for anywhere from 1 to 6 months and enjoy what it feels like to actually live somewhere. And that to me is so exciting. You know, although the sights and everything are cool and hanging out with tourists can be fun, I much prefer to go down to the local cafe, open up my laptop, talk to the people that are working there, and really get a sense for what it's like to live in a city. And over the course of my career, what that's looked like is you really develop a deep connection with the places that you live in. You might hire people there, you have really good friends there, one of the downsides of being a tourist is that you never really can develop friendships. And so what I found is that I go back to revisit a lot of the places that I once lived because I have lifelong friendships there. So that, to me, has really been the benefit of slow travel. And I have a theory about friendship. I think, really, you can't go to a place for just 1 month. People won't invest their time in you. So if at least you're going to stay in a place for 3 to 4 months, I think that's sort of the turning point with a lot of people. And they'll say, hey, yeah, you know what? Let's go try to be friends. Let's go out and do something together.
So Dan, you're talking about slow travel, and you're saying that basically you go and just live in a place. And I think a lot of people would be really hesitant to do that. I mean, that sounds exciting, but it's like a really big step. How would you convince somebody to do this type of lifestyle?
Well, the first thing is to get connected on the blogosphere with a lot of other people who are doing it, because I think that once you see other people doing it, the mystery comes away and you realize, hey, this is something that I could do. This is achievable for me. I call that like a precedent case analysis. If you can see some other guys doing it and you can relate with them, not such a big deal anymore. The next thing is I always try to go somewhere where I have a project. I think it's a great way to really get engaged, because it's so easy just to go to a place, get a short-term apartment, and then go to Starbucks, and then that could just be your life. Whereas, when we came here to Bali, we decided that we're going to set up a house, and we're going to invite interns over, and we're going to meet entrepreneurs from all around the world. And that's why we're going to Bali, because Bali is a place that everybody wants to go. If you mention Bali to somebody, they're like, I would love to go to Bali someday. And that's great for meeting people, so that's why we came here. My last location in the Philippines, I went there with a project to hire people, because I knew it was a great place to hire people. Place before that in Vietnam, I decided that I wanted to do investments in Vietnam. It's a great place to put capital. Of course, that was before the financial crisis, so that didn't work out for so long. But I find that the idea of having a project gets you engaged. For me as a business person, I've never gone somewhere and not hired somebody there. And that act in and of itself helps me to get engaged. Now, if you're not a business person, a lot of people would come to a place like Bali and say, I'm going to learn how to surf, or I'm going to learn how to cook local Indonesian food, or I'm going to learn the language. Those kinds of projects, I think, are really useful for the slow travel concept. And they're a unique opportunity, because if you're a tourist, you don't have time to set up a business or to learn the language. And that's the unique opportunity for the slow traveler.
I'm sold.
Alrighty, okay, very good. So now we're going to go ahead and resolve vocabulary questions, okay? So Jose, tell me the words that are new for you.
Expat. It was the start of the reading, I think.
Yes, the beginning of the reading. An expat, sir, is basically someone who lives in another country. Sometimes it's people who quit from their nationalities. Yeah, so those are expats, okay? But in simple words is, for example, when you are from Guatemala, you start living in, I don't know, Germany, right? Yes, that is correct. Okay, any other?
The end, it was talking about capital. It is talking about to invest money, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, correct. Put capital into something is to invest your money, correct. Exactly, to put money expecting a return or a bigger return. Yes. All right,
Okay.
any other?
Just that one, I think.
This one? The turning point?
Yes.
The turning point is basically when you notice something that changed, right? For example, Jose, let's imagine that you drink too much Coca-Cola, right? And one day you say, you know what? Today I will stop drinking Coca-Cola. That's the turning point, you see, when you decide to make a change, a significant change.
Okay.
Repeat, please. By the way, downsides.
Downsides.
Downsides is like the disadvantage of something, you know?
Yes.
Yes, the con of something. That is correct. Okay. Okay, so now let's review the quiz. Let's see how much you have learned, and let's learn some comprehension too. Number 1, a flashbacker, A, moves very fast, B, is high tech, or C, has steady income.
Is high tech.
Is high tech. Very good. Number 2, he likes to get at least for A, a year, B, less than a month, or C, up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months.
Up to 6 months, okay. Excellent. Number 3, he says it is hard to A, find work, B, make friends, C, save money.
Make friends.
Make friends, okay. Okay. Number 4, in Bali, he was able to A, meet similar people, B, start a company, or C, change his life.
Change his life.
Change his life, okay. And number 5, in Bali, he mentions learning how to A, speak the language, B, cook local food, or C, do business person.
Speak the language.
Speak the language. Okay. All right, sir. So we're going to check how you did it. All right. So we got to practice a little bit more that listening. Okay. So yes, it's A, but he also talked about cooking local food, right? Okay.
Okay.
B, meet similar people, because remember in Bali, he did a lot of home office. Okay. So he liked to go to cafes and speak with people who were working there as well. So meet similar people who were in the same like traveling style as him. So it's meet similar people, okay? Number 3, make friends, good job. Number 2, up to 6 months. And 1 as well was a steady income, you know, when they knew they spent a certain amount or the same amount of money, and they calculated they could afford that lifestyle, right? Okay. Excellent job, man. All right, so I'm going to send you the link so you can practice, continue practicing this. So very, very amazing job, man. Okay, so your comprehension has definitely improved. So let's keep practicing.